Hello. How is everyone doing? So today I'm going to be showing you how to work with my DIY color template from my Speckled and Floral pattern set available on Creative Market. So I'll give you a quick just preview of the pattern sets that I already have that are quick and available that will be in this product. So that's the light version and the dark version. So these have their own different colorways and are already preset. So those you can just hit the ground running and just work with them as much as you'd like. Now I'm going to be showing you though how to create your own colorways and your own color options in these patterns. So in this product there is a DIY color template folder with separate files for each pattern. So this is my half circle pattern here, which I will show you is pretty much this pattern here. And I'm going to show you basically how to work with that. So have Adobe Illustrator open and then have whatever file you want open that you'd like to work with. So this one is the half circle one, like I was saying. Now what you want is you want to have your swatches, your layers, and your Pathfinder panel open. So to get to those, you would just go up to Window, and then you go down to your layers, click on that, you click on Pathfinder, and you click on swatches. So you just have all three of those ready to go and opened up. So I'm going to show you here in the layers panel how it all works. So each layer pretty much has its own designated object or a group of objects really. So as you can see, the half circle here, these are grouped and is in the half circle layer. So will be highlighted in red. The speckles are pre-grouped and those are highlighted in blue in this layer. You have the background layer, which is pretty much just your background color. And then you have also your guides, which just kind of gives you an idea of really just what you're looking at, and it's the square that you're focusing on. That's going to be what will be later masked as a clipping mask. Now going into that, I'm going to get rid of the guides for a moment, just so you can kind of just, this is how it really looks like without the guides. And they're really just a template. Now at the top here, you can see the mask layer, which is currently locked, and we'll just keep that locked for the moment because that is just basically the preset clipping mask that we'll be doing shortly. So leave the mask layer locked. That will not be, we won't be changing color for that. There is no color. But we will go ahead and start coloring our different items. So I'll start with the speckles. As you can see, the speckles are just the dots back here. And you want to go over to your swatches. And basically to click on the speckles is you can either click here and then go over to pretty much the object, but you really don't have to click here. It'll automatically take you to that layer, which is nice. Also, a quick note, if you feel overwhelmed by all the different objects, you can always make them invisible, which is nice. You can also lock them. So if the one is kind of being in the way or just kind of persnickety, you can always lock them. And the way to do that is, as you can see here, there's a little lock layer. You can just click and that will lock the layer. And then it will just be locked until you unlock it, which again is to click right there in the lock layer column. So I'm going to go ahead now and color the speckles layer, and I'm going to pick this nice blue color. So you can see it kind of changed to a nice medium blue. Now I'm going to click here on all three of my half circles, and these are grouped together. So when you click, it should just be all one click, which is nice. It'll take you to your half circle. You'll also see here that each layer has its own designated color, which is nice, so you'll know you're on the right layer. As you can see here, this is red outlined, and then this is a little red outline right there. So I'm going to go ahead and pick, let's see here, this green color. So you can make the colors whatever you really would like at all. Now, to get to your background, sometimes with some of these, it's best to kind of click along the guide. That'll get you to your background, and you can see here that it is highlighted. So I'm going to pick, let's go with that color, sure. So now that we have all of our colors selected, what we want to do is we want to unlock the mask layer. And we want to click and drag and make sure every item is selected on our artboard. Now, before we do anything else, what I would like to do is make a copy of this. So what I'm going to do is click and drag, click Alt, and then I'll click and drag this over so that I have a copy just in case I would like to change the colors or anything later. I can kind of do a quick change by having that extra copy. Another thing to note is to make sure that you save a copy of this when you're changing colors so that you have the original template always, so that nothing ever gets lost or mixed up. You'll always have the original template, which is nice. So make sure you save a copy, or just save it as a different name so that you can always have both versions, your new color version and that original template that comes with the product. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to again select all. And as long as this is all stayed in the right order, you shouldn't have to do anything else other than click on the command and then 7 to make a clipping mask. Now, if for some reason you use a PC and this might be different, what I will do here is you can also go to Object at the top, click down to, or scroll down to Clipping Mask, and then you just click on Make. And that'll do the same thing. So now you have this nicely masked together. And the last thing what you would like to do is you want to go to your Pathfinder window and you will click on the crop tool. So it looks like that right there. It's on the bottom, over to the right a little bit, and you'll see crop pop up so you'll know which one it is. So you want to click on that and you'll see here that everything will be now outlined, which will kind of show you that it has been cropped. So you want to click on that, and all you have to do now is click and drag this to your swatches panel. So now it's become a pattern swatch. So what we can do here is click down to here, and I can kind of just show you what it will look like. You can also, I don't know why I clicked and dragged that, you can also kind of just click on it itself. And there you have it. You have your own color pattern swatch. Now you can check out my other video and see how to save these swatches in a library, and you can have them all saved. And yeah, I would recommend checking out that video as well, which is the one that goes also with this product, which is my Speckled and Floral Pattern set, just FYI. So that's pretty much how you do a fairly simple one. I'm going to just quickly show you how to also do one that's a little bit more involved. So this one just has more layers, different color options here in the layers panel. So I'm going to do this fairly quickly, but I just kind of wanted to show you what it looks like if you want to do more color options than just the one or two. So as you can see, again, the mask is locked, guides are locked. You can kind of have them on or off, doesn't matter, whatever works for you. So here, this is the leaf lines, and each one kind of gives you a little bit of a clue of what it is. This is a little bit more complex because there's so many leaves and flowers, but kind of gives you an idea. So these are the leaf lines here. We can make them this purple color. And all of these are going to be pre-grouped. So whatever's in that layer, when you click on it, it'll all be grouped together, which is nice. So you don't have to kind of figure it out that way. You just click and you click whatever color you would like. And I am doing some crazy dual tones. And you can also, again, if it's too much, especially for this one, even getting rid of the leaf lines kind of helps. You can then kind of really get a grasp on them. And again, you can see here that this is, you know, the pink layer, which is this light pink layer here, it's a flowers one. So you can kind of see that's all grouped. which layer it is. Kind of helps visually. So I already used that color. Let's do this one. And then before you do anything else, what you want to do now is make sure everything is visible. Also, forgot about my background. So again, you can also hide or lock these if the background's tough to get to. I was able to kind of get it on it right here along the guide. Click on it. And let's make the background this color here. Okay, so now that you see this is all colored in, you pretty much do the same thing like you did before. You will just make sure the mask is unselected. Make sure everything is selected. You want to always make a copy. Oops. Put it off to the side. You're now going to go ahead and mask this like I did before with the control, or not control, but command 7. And as you can see, now it's in a mask. Make sure it's selected. You go over to Pathfinder and you go to crop. Now you can definitely see here that it's been all outlined. And then you want to click over here to swatches, and now it's a pattern, which is great. And I can just quickly show you what that will look like. So there you go. So this is, I mean, you really can just have a lot of fun with this and go pretty crazy with different colors. You can also be much more subtle if you'd like. And I'm trying to think of what else, if there's anything else with this. Yeah, making sure that you always keep the back, the original file as is, as the original black and white will really help if you have any mistakes or anything that you want to change or totally change it later. Having that as just keeping that as the original file and saving a copy or saving it under a different name is definitely recommended. And yeah, and I'll just quickly show you, this is what that pattern looks like here. And then this is what it looks like in this colorway here. All right, well, that's pretty much that. And again, if you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out to me through Creative Market. Either you can post a comment or send me a direct message. And I am under Onward Wander Studio. So if you type that in, you'll find my shop. And you can also post a comment here. All right, have a great day. Take care, guys.